What is up, guys? Welcome to Vintage Genetics, where it is all about classic bodybuilding. And yes, this is what you're hearing in the background, just so you know. But today is a special day because it's the last day of cardio. We are exactly 1 week out, so there's no need to do cardio in a peak week, because if you have to do cardio in a peak week, you didn't diet down early enough or hard enough. You still have too much fat, which is never a good thing for peak week. And in my opinion, you should just cancel your show and do some other show later. But anyway, no cardio and also a high day today because we're still weighing below 111 kilos. So that's way below my weight limit. So let's check out what my high day consists of in the first meal of the day. So here we have the victory breakfast. 80 grams of rice flour, 200 grams of strawberries, and 6 grams of Flavin' Tasty throughout it with some cinnamon and salt. And on top, of course, the designer way dark cookie and salted caramel. So there's a good amount of carbs and high amount of protein in here. But I already made this yesterday, not knowing it was a high day today. So we increased the carbs with 5 rice cakes. We're also going to be adding some light marmalade. This barely adds any carbs, but it does add a lot of flavor. So we're going to have this and this breakfast together to create a high carb breakfast. And you will also see some other meals today. But today will also be a chest day, and every workout will be at least 2 reps in reserve, meaning I'm not going to go to failure. It's going to feel pretty easy, but still stimulate muscle growth, but no muscle ache. The moment you feel muscle ache, that's when you hold water. You don't want to damage the muscle, you want to stimulate the muscle, you want to get blood in the muscle, because the carbs will replenish and freshen up your physique. So you don't want to crush your physique again by doing a high intensity workout. So that's what you will see at the gym right now. All right, here we are at the gym. As I mentioned, it's going to be a chest day. And before we're going to do a chest day, I of course had my pre-workout. I actually went for an apple flavor this time because I wanted a fresh, refreshing apple on this hot summer Dutch day of 32 degrees Celsius. Just look up how much Fahrenheit that is and you won't be happy. So I took 25 grams of this, and intra-workout I'm also going to put some Crank Pump Pro, but then I'm going to put around a little over 10 grams. And why? A lot of people ask me, can you take a pre-workout intra-workout? Yes, you can, because it will prolong the pump. Because as you also saw, my breakfast is a high day today, so you want these carbohydrates and the citrulline in here and all the blood pump inducing ingredients to go to the same place, which is going to be the chest, the triceps and the side delts. Salt also really helps. Putting a little bit in there because we're sweating a lot, because then extra salt is important. And then also for the last time, some Vayu Meta Plus. We are exactly 7 days out. Last day of cardio today. So it's also going to be the last day of using a fat burning agent. Because we will keep doing the steps in between sets, because I mentioned even if cardio is going to 0, the steps themselves won't, because steps are very important for digestion, health, and they keep the activity up. So when you actually do eat, everything can go to the right place. Anyway, let's train. So the office where we just were is upstairs. We have airco there, which is needed, and the moment you open that door, you get hit with a wall of warmth. That's why hydration is very important. So that's why I do put in enough salt and water in here. I'm going to fill this up again intra-workout just to get enough water in. Because even if you have 1% dehydration, you will be a lot weaker, and your immune system will go down. Everything will just go to the bottom of the barrel. Let's go. Wesley game player on repeat. Let's go. I'm not making any money on these videos anymore. Let's go to Disturbed, Linkin Park, Avenged Sevenfold, and more. Okay guys, as I mentioned, this is going to be a 2 reps in reserve workout. Really to get blood in the muscle. We're 1 week out. It's really stupid to try to maximize anything. Just getting blood in the muscle, stimulate the muscle, but don't annihilate it. That's Lee Haney's quote. Right. Up. Obviously warm up a couple of times before we do go to the exact same weight as usual, but we're just gonna keep, I'm gonna watch my log, see, for example, if I do 12 reps the last time, this time it'll be 10 reps, 2 reps kept in reserve. I'm also sitting in a slight decline here, putting the shoulder blades back, protecting the front delts. Go all the way back, feel the stretch and contract. Boom. Yes guys, this is what I do. The benefit of having your own gym, you can walk out the gym uninterrupted. Kaboom. Yeah. Final warm up. Nice and heavy. Choop. Okay. That's 2 reps in reserve. I could have done 2 more, but that's exactly what you should not do when your recovery is low, when you want all the fibers to actually show on stage. And we're not building muscle now anyway, so why go to failure? Because otherwise you will fail on stage as well, which is not what we want. Okay, 3 minutes rest and then we go again. Yeah. Still feels weird not to go all out, but it's simply necessary for the maximum visual progress on stage. Yeah. Man, it would feel so good to keep going, but this is where mental toughness to not keep going is needed. Let's go to the next movement. All right, next movement. This is going to be the incline bench press. I'm putting the amount of degrees as much as the incline very low to save the front delts, to really focus on the upper pecs. And what you always want to do is go all the way down. So we're already going to change this microphone before it digs into my skin to put it a little higher, because the bar is going to be about here. Going to go all the way down and not all the way up to make sure that the tension remains on the chest. Let's warm up first and then go to the working weight. Feels very smooth. Every joint feels very good. And I have to say, one of the things that really helps with joints is, first of all, the basics. Find movements that don't hurt your joints or that agree with how your body moves. But secondly, some supplements truly work, like curcumin, liquid curcumin of a trademarked quality, knowing that there are a lot of curcuminoids in there. So I like to put turmeric on my rice to create the golden rice, and within turmeric there is a substance called curcuminoids, and those are in the supplement I take by ESN, as well as solid joints, also available at nl.esn.com or esn.com in general, because right now it's also available in the Great Britain. So check it out, code Wesley. All right, working set time, and the amount of weight I'm using here is 10 kilos lighter than usual. Why? Because pressing strength goes down the first when you're getting lighter in body weight. It's less balance, less of a foundation, less bracing as well. But I can still do 10 kilos more, but there's too much of a risk with the shoulders and the front delt and the pain there. And I need perfect external rotation for the back double biceps. I remember 2 years ago that was messed up and it actually hurt to do like this pose, and it was like uncomfortable. So I don't want to cause that anymore, especially in the last week. So I'm just going a bit lighter, not much lighter. It's like not 10% or something, not even 10%. So let's just go. Okay. Probably looked easy, but I'm starting to feel a slowing down of the movement, and that means failure is getting close. And when you don't have any energy, it could happen all of a sudden. So this is the only heavy set I'm doing. I'm gonna lighten the load and do 2 more working sets. Yeah. quite a high rep amount, but we can handle that on a higher carb day and still 2 reps, if not 3 reps in reserve. So let's rest and go to the last one. Final bench press set. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, so basically when you're in this position, this situation, the moment your reps start to slow down, that's basically when you could do maybe 1 more rep and that's it. All right, let's move on to the Pec Deck. Okay, so this is an isolation movement, which means you're taking out an extra muscle group, the triceps, so it's purely going to be the pecs. Also going to make it more difficult than usual by sitting a bit more forward. It really allows a better stretch in the pecs, taking out the front delts even more and really isolate the pecs to the max. Let's go. Feels good. Oh man. Oh, yeah. You notice that when the carbs are low, you simply all of a sudden start to go very close to failure. And that's exactly when you gotta stop in this situation. All right, tricep time. We're gonna do the tricep side extension. It's an easy movement. And it really aligns well with the elbow. So the elbow only moves in this direction. So you want this cable to be in the same position, parallel to the upper arm, so that the direction it moves to is the same force as the cable itself. You will see exactly how that works. Warm up first and then go straight to the working set. So the warm-up is purely to feel, okay, is my elbow feeling fine? Can the tricep move through full range of motion? Not feeling any pain? And to get used to the movement neurologically. And now all of that has happened. Now we can move straight to the working set weight. Check the logbook to see how many reps I did. Let's take a look. Which is 15 reps. So now we're going to aim for 13 reps at least. Actually, I'm just doing 1 rep in reserve here because it's an isolation movement. Barely any fatigue. All right, feels awesome. So we're gonna do this weight again, just 1.5 minutes rest. Very easy, doesn't fatigue me, and I can already feel a very good pump in the triceps. Next set, which is the last one, just a bit lighter because we went down 2 reps. I want to stay, around that 15 rep mark. Woo! This is for this one, 14 reps, which is all above 12 reps, which I'm happy about. And since we just did a push down movement, now we're gonna do kind of an overhead slash medial head tricep movement, the Dumbbell Skullcrushers. All right, skull crusher time, slow and steady, stretch out the triceps, and it's just a nice finisher that doesn't hurt the elbows for me at all. Whoop. So go as deep as you can, feel the stretch all the way until the front delt, and then go up in a twist, then go back down. Woo, feels good.
Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
We're gonna do this one again, actually. Boom! And all of a sudden we are transported back up in the office. Why? Because Niels, you can follow him at Pic's Visuals at Instagram. He's posting a lot of behind the scenes footage as well, but he had to go. Family matter, private matter. So I respect that. He's my friend. So he couldn't film the last few sets, but I did one more skull crusher and then 3 more side dumbbell lateral raises. Nothing you haven't seen before, but everything 2 reps in reserve. And right now it is time for the post-workout victory meal, the highest carb meal of the day. Why? Because post-workout you want to replenish your glycogen stores, because that has been proven to recover your system as quickly as possible for the next workout, but also lower cortisol levels, lower stress levels, and thus lowering water levels, skewing your visuals. So now you'll lose some water weight because you're recovered, inflammation goes down, etc., etc. And also you want an essential protein with all the essential amino acids post-workout. I like to choose ESN Designer Whey because it has all the essential amino acids. It tastes delicious, it absorbs quickly, and once again, it is just delicious. So let me show you what that meal contains. So here it is, right here. As I mentioned, 150 grams of rice flour, white rice flour. I went from brown rice flour to white rice flour, lowering the fiber, making my weigh-ins in the morning more accurate, to make sure that there's no fiber content in my intestines too much, because at 150 grams, and if you eat it multiple times a day, it could ramp up. It's same with the vegetables. However, the fruits do still contain some fiber. I replaced half of the strawberries with raspberries for a bit more carbohydrates. And of course, here is the whey paste, or I like to call it the whey drip. As you can see, delicious dark cookie and solid caramel flavor. Obviously more than enough salt in here, and also flavor and taste to give the foundation, the rice flour, a beautiful flavor. And this is strawberry cheesecake flavor. Let's enjoy. Alrighty, finished that beautiful post-workout meal. Now I'm back home for the next meal. Just did some work at the office, at the gym, some emails, workout, nutrition plans and coaching. Still doing that quite a lot, which I love. Only truly motivated people at vintagegenetics.com, a link down below. Anyway, let me show you meal number 3 of the day. Kaboom! So it's basically the same as I always eat, but except that there's rice in here, there's carbs in here. So I'll have 3 more of these meals. So this one and then 2 more. And the last one of the day will be only protein, fats and vegetables. But here we have about 300 grams of vegetables, of which 200 grams is cucumber, 300 grams of codfish with the skin, which I like to sear it on, and some ultra light sauce, barbecue sauce by ESN, which I've been using the whole prep, so no worries about that. So yeah, this is a low FODMAP, golden rice, high protein meal, which is gonna go in very, very easily. All right, we are back. Just did a 10-minute walk outside. It's some more work on the laptop. Basically just relaxing here, which is what it's all about. 1 week out from the competition on a carb loading day, specifically tailored to actually refreshing the physique. And now it's time for the next meal, which is pretty much the exact same as the previous one. In fact, it is the exact same, except the barbecue sauce is now chili sauce. Even less calories here in this sauce itself. Remember, ESN ultralight sauce. Try it out if you want some truly nice flavors into your dish without adding virtually any calories. So I think this will be the last day with carbs extra. I think from tomorrow until Thursday I'll be very low carb. I'll weigh my lightest on the Friday morning, because Friday evening I will have the weigh-ins, but I also want to already load up on the Friday morning. And of course, you'll be taken with me throughout all that. So this is the last video before we're gonna go to Alicante, Spain. So I'll see you there. Thank you so much for the incredible support, guys. Your comments mean the world to me. Your interest in my journey means the world to me. And I'm really gonna do my best to rock the stage for you guys. Show classic bodybuilding at its finest in Alicante, Dubai, the Olympia, and way more. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to stay golden.